Let's shift gears away from U.S. up north to their neighbors, Canada, as Canadians are heading to the polls in a snap federal election in just a matter of weeks. The Prime Minister, Mark Carney, a former two-time central banker, is leading the charge for the Liberal Party, while the opposition Conservative Party leader is equally looking to serve the opportunity to, or rather to seize the opportunity to emerge China's new head of government. For both men, it's two main questions. Can Canada stomach an all-out war, trade war, that is, with the U.S. in light of President Donald Trump's newly imposed tariffs? And does Canada have space enough to keep its door flung wide open for more migrants? Very important questions. Well, to help us unpack all of these, we're joined by a Canadian politician, Ayo Owodunni. He is a city councillor for Kitchener's Ward 5 in Ontario, but he's here in Lagos, Nigeria. Ayo, thanks for joining us.
It's a pleasure being here. Thanks for having me.
Pleasure to have you. The Liberal Party is the party with open arms and has given Nigerians the Japa culture. They've welcomed us. But it must be the party that we're all most praying for, right? Isn't it? Wouldn't you say that they are prayed for to be one, Liberal Party? Did they have the chance?
I will say that the immigrant population are really looking forward and hoping this is an opportunity for the Liberal Party, simply because over the past few years, they have opened the doors up for immigrants. In fact, statistics, by 2025, we were supposed to be able to bring in 500,000 new immigrants. We're not talking about international students or other categories, but mainly just economic migrants. But that number was reduced significantly because there were a lot of complaints from people people that live in Canada, people that were born and raised in Canada. But over time, we're hoping that if there's an opportunity for the Liberal Party to win, you will see that help swing that number come back up again. Well,
and that just fuels more Japa, hopes and dreams of some of the Nigerians, and not just Nigerians, but also Africans and diaspora, or Africans back home here. But a lot of persons have said that the outcome significantly affect or have an effect on the Nigerian economy in terms of diaspora remittances, as well as other areas such as education, which is one of the key reasons why many Nigerians do japa or leave the shores of Nigeria. What's the real picture, and should we be worried?
There's so many factors that we need to look at when we think about and talk about this election. Number one, we need to think about our friendly neighbors down south, or our former friendly neighbors down south, the United States, and the tariff wars that are currently taking place, and the back and forth. So that is a critical issue right now. And when you talk to an average Canadian, that is the biggest issue that they're thinking about. Who is going to be able to stand up against Donald Trump? Who's going to be able to stand tit for tat and have those conversations with him and be able to push back? That's number one. Number two, we also need to revive our economy. Right now, with the tariffs in the Waterloo region, the area that I stay, which city of Kitchener is under, we're projecting probably about 22 to 23,000 jobs that could be lost simply through this tariff wars, which requires us now, who are other parties that we can start marketing with, partnering with, having relations with as well. So we're looking towards Europe and different continents beyond just the United States at this point as well. So this is a critical issue, and as we talked about, immigration is a big issue as well. Depending on which party goes in, the policies will change significantly. And you have a lot of colleges that depend on the international students' tuition that is coming in to fund their schools. So what happens if that is shut down? A lot of schools might end up having to fold up. There are many that are actually laying off staff members right now. As a counselor, you get all those emails and updates regularly, and that was something that we received as well. So there are so many factors that are coming into play at this point in time. The economy, our neighbors down south, the tariff wars, businesses, and we're just hoping for the best in this situation.
And it begs to ask the question about, where the general populace, and when I mean by general, I mean the Canadians, born and bred and live there, their family values, their roots are there, where they're leaning towards, and how it concerns the African and diaspora, the community, and the migrants in particular, where it concerns us. Where do you see this swing in next week? Where do you felt the pulse of the people? Are they going towards a conservative party? Would they still stick with the Liberals? What do you say?
So there are two major polls right now, and as of 3 months ago, in fact, I remember the day that our previous Prime Minister resigned. I was actually here in Lagos when that message came.
When I saw it, I was, what is happening?
And I'm like, what is going on?
What is going on? Everyone was texting each other. It's like, what's happening?
But at that point, they were 20 points down. They were 20 points down at that point. And then they went through a leadership race.
Yes.
And then Donald Trump came into power. And then Mark Carney comes in. And within 2 months, they've gone from 20 points down to actually being in the lead now.
Wow.
You know, at 8 points, 8 to about 10 points at this point in time. That number has also gone down. So you have a situation where things are changing every now and then. But at this point, the Liberals are projected to win. It might end up being a minority government. We do not know. But as they say in politics, 1 week is a very long time.
It's
and things can change
24 hours, it's a lifetime in politics, especially during elections. But before I let you go, because we're pressed for time, you were a broadcaster here in Nigeria yourself before you traveled, and now you're returning as a political leader. You sit on a university board as well. Is that really what makes Canada the dream destination for young Nigerians, the fact that you can be more and diversify and expand?
The beauty of Canada, and I share this everywhere I go, when I ran for office, my area is a largely Caucasian area. So, Oyinbo people, as we will say, largely Oyinbo. So here is this black guy. There has been no black city councillor in the history of the city of Kitchener. There's been no black mayor in the history of the city of Kitchener as well.
Right.
When I went door knocking and started speaking to people, and when they opened their doors, it was very apparent none of them looked like me.
Right.
But what was interesting was everywhere I went, the questions were the same. What is your plan for us? Do you live here, number one? What is your plan for this community? What are you hoping to accomplish? That was all people asked me over and over and over again. They didn't say, what local government are you from or anything like that. It was literally, what is your plan? And that was phenomenal. That was wonderful to see and experience. If I remember, one old lady at one point brought out her chair and brought cookies and coffee and said, yeah, let's sit down, let's talk. That one, I knew I was going to be there for 1 hour. But that is the beauty, where anyone can become something great in Canada. It gives an opportunity to all. It takes a lot of hard work. It's not easy.
But the system rewards hard work, and that's what I've come to find.
Absolutely.
And that means you're a hard worker yourself. So congratulations to you, Ayo. And thank you so much for coming on. Ayo Owodunni, he is a city councillor for Kitchener's Ward 5 in Ontario, Canada, giving us a bit of insight as Canada heads to the poll for the federal snap election.